now let me ask us. So maybe it sits with different industries. I mean, if you were a motivational speaker, I'm very sure that you would always want that global, attention. And it is the dream of every artist that they'd want to reach that, that pinnacle, that point, where they have a global influence. Of course, you love Chris Brown to have, enjoy some, eat his music into Africa and parts of the world and all of those things. But it's quite clear that lately people prefer to deal with their territories than to cross borders and care about what somebody else is doing. I don't know if that is for you, but for me, that's what I'm seeing. That a lot of people prefer that. A lot of artists will prefer that they build a very strong home base before they worry themselves in trying to appeal to external audience.
I honestly think that it's what is happening is like the personification of charity begins at home. Now your house cry.
Yes.
How many people know you?
Okay.
They're going to own to.
So let's look at this, for example. I mean, I dare not even bring that up because it would be another battle of between Stonebwoy and Shatawale, and where the two represent. And clearly, I think both. But I want to throw that question to Cyril. Yeah, it's a tough one. Both artists have clearly defined both areas in the most beautiful way.
Yes.
Some say that Shatta has managed to go global by still staying a lot at home with very less features and engagements outside. Others say that Stonebwoy has gained international recognition equally by doing a lot of such
interviews
and
Showing
engagements
up,
in
features.
other parts of the world, and both have achieved a certain global attention and recognition. Yes. But let me throw that back to Cyril. That which one, in which scenario, without using the artist names?
Hey, you're cracking your knuckles.
Yes, he's going to box.
Oh no, it's bad reflex. Don't mind me.
It's what a lot of people are looking at now, or find more value now. Not the artist. I'm talking about the direction of which you take. Do you feel that we as Ghanaians are looking out for now? Are we wowed by global collaborations, or are we wowed by local influence without a bother with without any association with any global influence or association?
I would say global is superior in the fact that thanks to the digital world now, borders are gone. But depending on what story the individual brand is selling, the focus might be different. In the two examples you gave, one is telling the story of a local monarch or royalty that has risen from the ranks to take over what is his domain. And the domain, as stated, is representative of Africa. But the other is sharing a very similar story, but is pushing towards global relevance consistently. So it depends on what story you are telling. Some are happy being, the king of the castle within their borders, where that serves as a consistent foundation that will never shake. And if that spills over into any other territory, so be it. When they arrive with an army. Others are scouts or representatives of that same place, but decide that, we are going to make it our job to break into all these other borders consciously. Whether there's a show, whether it's a PR gig, whether it's an interview, whether it's a tour, then it's a totally different plan. But ultimately, if push comes to shove and you have to pull one, for the larger scope of music as it is, international appeal is always winning.
Away from the artists and their direction, I want to ask about, and I don't want people to get confused with this. This is not about the artist. This is about what we, the audience and the consumers, prefer
or
in
acknowledge.
in 2025, today, Thursday. Prefer. Are we looking for the wowness of a global association or collaboration, or are we looking out for a local influence?
That's what I'm saying.
It's a
depends on
combination
what-
of
listen.
both. Because if you are not relevant in this space, you can't just go out there and be relevant
Not the
out
artist.
there.
Again,
right?
the question is
No,
the
I mean
us.
for
Yes, but the fan-
us,
the-
it's
the
us
fan is
I'm referring
responsive.
to.
I
You
feel
need
that
to-
the answer is more still
No, it has to do
No,
with.
no, this is
it
coming
has to
from a
do with us,
personal,
not
like as
not
an
them.
audience, as
for
a
me,
listener.
for me, maybe that will clarify it. You need a certain level of relevance here, regardless of how small or big that relevance is, to even be able to put your foot through whatever door internationally, right? Let's use Amari as a typical example. Even though she was doing her thing, Amari was big in certain circles, right? But she was still doing amazing music. Now, when she was able to push to Nigeria, to the UK, and to America, it was so easy for her to do. Because you use Shatawale and Stonebwoy, let me also use Shatawale and Stonebwoy. In the case where today Shatawale decides that, I want to do all of the rounds that Stonebwoy does when he's promoting any body of work, it will be easy for Shatawale to do.
Yeah.
But me, who, let's say I've just started music today, it will be difficult for these international doors to open for me.
I think
Again,
my question
we are
is
going
still
to
not
say
answered.
J4 saying that all the time.
My question is still not
so
answered. Let me hear
give
if
you-
anybody's answering me.
So, I am saying that how we the fans perceive the artist depends on what the artist has told us. Sarkodie says he's what? What Sarkodie is?
Landlord.
He's the landlord. So obviously, in representing yourself or communicating as landlord, I am expecting you to take charge of this domain. For me, that is the apex metric to measure you. You cannot be landlord here and assume in Kafra, Sarkodie is not relevant in Ghana, but he's popping in Egypt. Yeah, not landlord. You get what I'm saying? Shatawale says he's king of
Dancehall king.
African. Is it African or is it just
African dancehall.
Exactly. So you are the artists are setting the demographic, the terms and conditions, and the space where they think their careers need to be maximized. So if you are telling me that I'm the king of culture daily, I cannot go and be popping on TikTok. But culture daily, bang.
Wait, so
know
you
what I'm
feel
saying?
the artist sets the direction,
They set
the
it,
tone for
and
the fans
artists
to,
that don't.
But okay, so I'm
And artists,
asking,
so the other side of my submission, artists that leave it open, that don't, risk being reassigned because of the lack of that homegrown foundation. Amare did not claim in the beginning Ghana anything.
Yeah.
Queen of the. When the Shay says she's what? She has a
line.
I know it has to be
Yeah.
Ghana something.
Ghana, wake up. That's what she said.
No, she has.
She has some like the way
Monica.
Sarkodie has landlord, Shatta has this. She also has.
She has some.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, then I don't know it.
You get it, like the way Kinata owns or claims
Tadi.
Tadi.
Some of them have set the bar and the barrier for themselves. Amare did not cling to Ghana in the beginning vocally, that I'm repping Ghana, I'm Ghanaian, this, let me blow in Ghana and take Ghana along. So what happened with her is happening with Molly,
Yeah.
right? Where because of the lack of homegrown foundation, the success is happening external to their core demographic, and they will float away like a kite to be owned by that foreign
International.
demographic. You get what I'm saying? And that is what I was saying, that it depends on the person. Manifest has not
Has never.
claimed any title that I am the this
Ghana,
of the that.
yeah.
EL has not I am the this of that.
Yeah.
But medical is claiming so too. So if medical is telling you that his goal for 2025 is to go and shut down a stadium in France, that's a great aspiration. But if medical had not shut down Sotum already, it would be a
It will be, yeah.
it would be misprioritization. Do you get what I'm saying? Because
If
you are
you
saying
were-
I'm the king of
if-
Sotum,
okay,
and then you haven't
I do
done a show in Sotum,
understand.
Sotum.
and you are telling me that you want to go to
I do
France. I would have
understand
seen
that.
you as-
Okay,
It's just like
first
Mr.
off, let me
Judas
ask you guys.
Ogbawi,
Okay, guys,
right?
let me ask
Yeah.
people. Let me ask you. You've said a lot. My question is not answered.
Still not answered.
Hey.
Let me ask you something.
Yeah.
2025.
Yes.
Yeah, Tabifa.
Thank
You are an artist manager.
Tabitha.
So you're a momager, or you fall into you manage artists. My first question to you is, you are in that beginning, you are chasing your
Waterfalls.
your fans. You are chasing audience,
Yes.
with your core closest fans in your territory. So that's how you start off, and that has been a lot of the start offs for many artists.
Yes.
Are you being controlled by this decision by the fans, or you are being controlled by this decision from your goal for your artists?
If the goal is to first,
If you have to be very honest before,
yes, that's why I'm saying that.
Priest.
If my goal, I started managing an artist, and I'm saying that my goal in the beginning is to get into the ears of Ghanaians. It is not. They are not the ones setting the standards for me. I have already set the standard, and I'm hoping to
No,
achieve
are you
that.
being your hands are tied with no option? Isn't that what it is?
It kind of seemed like that.
Yes.
But there's a way you
Because
can, you can twist it.
if I gave Cyril an artist today,
Yes.
his first it's like 10 out of 10. His on a scale of 1 to 10 is 5. His first immediate promotion would not to put that artist on Capital Extra in the
No,
UK.
no, no.
Hotelaware.
He would or put him in Groove FM.
But you also need that
Good.
local
Or
domination
or
first.
put him on. You see, in music there are no borders, which we
Okay.
all agree. There are no borders. That's I'm making a point, but I think I'm not still being understood. There are no borders in music.
Yes.
Wait,
So if
Jay,
I
hold
gave
on.
Cyril an
With the
English-speaking
borders-
artist,
Jay, with the borders
if I
not
don't-
being
if I
there,
don't
do you think
finish
it's a
it-
mental thing?
So-
It's-
so-
it-
so-
so
or
you
it's an
see-
aspirational
Can
thing?
I,
So I'm saying
can I speak
something.
to your point, or you
But I
don't
haven't
finish?
even finished it yet.
Okay, finish.
So I'm saying that
Oh,
if
that's why
I
I'm asking
gave
nicely.
Cyril
You
an
should be
artist
nice,
today,
tell me.
like what's his name? Spark
Spark.
Watts came in here. He spoke his songs in English. If I gave Cyril Spark Watts this morning, that
Song was in English anyway.
no problem to manage today. By default, his first approach would be to promote Spark Watts in his nearest community. That is it would
Straight
be,
out of CHCT, Hohoi Boys rapping live.
well,
No, you are right.
his first most immediate
He's actually right.
promotion
knows
would be to access the tools available to him
Yes.
here.
To HCT.
So Accra, maybe it's
HCT.
Hohoi, yes,
His Hohoi.
yes, his first goal would not be to say that looking
Edinburgh.
at Spark.
No, but
what,
it-
right?
it will be very
Let me
difficult.
plug-
Life
because
in
because
Edinburgh.
we say that music has no borders.
Yes.
Yes, but
Now it
some
comes
people-
to
Why
it comes
ask
to
whether it's a mental
but-
thing or it's aspirational.
so in the world of music there are no borders because we say that music travels. I
Yeah.
mean, but when it comes to the promotion, you notice that the fans create the borders for you.
So let me.
do you
can I-
understand? The fans will create the borders
The
for,
border
you
for you.
now. So you are forced. It's not even your decision. You are
Yes.
You're
forced,
forced
to start your promotion with
Within
the
that,
nearest.
yeah.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
So in building that that in 2025 today, I ask you again, that are you fixated on getting a certain global attention, or in 2025 today, considering the fact that the fans have got a very strong hold on your future, would you consider a national or local influence
For me, I think a national,
over chasing?
a national
global
influence would be-
sensation?
yeah, I think I would. If I were an
start from
artist,
where you are.
I would go for a national.
We have a minute. Siri wants to say something.
So I just want to say that the artist is validated by his homegrown audience. Your skill and your capability.
Who said
and your-
that?
No, it's the unwritten rule. I'll give you the example.
So exactly
It's the
what I was
unwritten
saying.
rule. It's the unwritten rule.
That-
You can't be from nowhere.
Yes.
So Drake cry rep Canada. J. Cole rep Carolina. Kendrick is repping West Coast. So the thing is, your talent, your skill is validated by your closest demographic, your space, your geographic space, right? Your aspiration is captured in how you penetrate other markets. And when you penetrate those other markets, the homegrown audience who defend your skill and your talent and give you that home support take
Can
you,
they will push
they
you,
yes.
follow through. But the moment you go on and start looking for validation externally, when you haven't
That's
got it
it.
home, then it's like one drop of Milo in a washing bowl.
Cowbell, baby.
You understand? It will be an uneven mix. You get it. So you find the
Yeah, but you don't
the best way
even to
activate.
even add to what you're saying. Do you know that this type of thing is not just an Africa thing? Even with because tell me how many people, let's say Ariana Grande is coming to Ghana for a concert. Tell me how many people will go and sit there. They will just, it's
Ariana
only people
Grande.
that actually listen. And for
It will
me,
be
it's
like
just
the
a
Wizkid.
So
few
in
songs.
2025,
The
again, I
Wizkid thing.
ask, in
Yeah.
2025,
Yeah.
again, my question, and we are wrapping up, is that Do you think
Yes.
that the artists are now bothered about doing certain engagements outside their territories?
They're not bothered.
Somebody asked a question
Bothered? No,
after
they're not
after
bothered.
Cisco came to Ghana. Somebody put something on their DM, and I wanted us to discuss that later on. But once this has come up, let me just put it out there, and we'll extend this conversation to later on. The person said that. The person wrote, and it was on the thread. It was crazy. I'm in the comment section. It was crazy. The person wrote that stop wasting. It's hard. It's harsh though, but stop wasting hard cash. Bringing American artists. Anything America is old fashioned now. It's Africa time. This is what the person wrote.
100% true.
So you see,
Very true.
so
It's
no.
I think-
No, I don't agree.
caring less,
let me
but save it. So you are not expaxing, but
not like they are-
whoever posted that,
we will discuss it. I'll tell myself.
I don't
discuss
think
it. Put a pin in it.
it's like they are caring less.
I
oh.
agree. No. I'm not in support of the
See,
statement. I only read it out
yesterday.
there for us to look
Yesterday,
at
I was
it.
on YouTube.
Guys, I'm so sorry. I'm so
problem,
sorry.
finish.
We will
We'll
discuss
discuss
it.
it.
I'll
Put a pin
time
in it.
us up.
Ring your bell.
We'll discuss it
King, king,
tomorrow.
king.
Tomorrow, we will be honored to have a very special guest join us on the show. A man whose contribution to industry in Ghana, especially urban culture in Ghana, is unmatched, can't be forgotten, and we want to document the story. If you want to find out, we'll share on our socials. Plus, stick and stay tomorrow with us here on the show, because you'll find out more about this one person who changed the course of Ghanaian urban lifestyle when he started doing business in Ghana. You want to find out more? Culture Daily is the best. And peace out.